I took him right away from stage. Now he's with me, the keyboarder of Jamiroquai, Matt Johnson. Good to have you here, Matt.
Good to be here.
You're playing the montage on stage. Tell me about what you like about it.
Well, I mean, there's two layers to what I really love about it. First of all is the new FM engine that they put in it, because that's a bit of an innovation. I mean, in a way, it's going back to the 80s, but they've brought it on. It's got 8 operators instead of 6. So, and you can also stack them up 15, 16 times. So, I mean, you just get such a big sound that way. And it's cool because there's a lot of people bringing out analog synths. There's so many of them in the market, and I love analog sounds, but it's great to have something different. So, you know, bringing back the FM sound was a bit of a stroke of genius, I think. And then on the performance side of it, it's so good, the fact that you have these scenes. So basically now, previously on a keyboard, if you had a sound, you just select the sound, then you change to a different patch. Or you could go into a multi-timbral mode, which means you could stack up different sounds together or layer them. But now this keyboard, it always works in that multi-timbral mode. That's all it has, which is great because it means that, firstly, the sounds don't get worse when they get stacked up in multi-timbral mode, because basically the DSP, that is the computer's memory, is always, you know, the same level. So it doesn't matter how many sounds you stack up, you still keep the same quality of sound. And you've got these scenes, these 8 scenes. So, for instance, if I'm doing a song, you know, I often have a lot of patch changes. You know, I might want a Rhodes in the verse, then I might want it to split to a synth, you know, and then suddenly some reverb come in. And now instead of having to change patches, I can just do that all within one patch. I just change the scenes, and still the same sound from the first scene will still be playing when I switch to the next one. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you see it, it's just seamless because you can go from one sound to another in a song without any breaks or having to worry about changing a patch, basically.
Is it easy to use?
Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, the architecture of it is different from the motif, you know, which might take you a day or so to learn the difference. But once you've got that, it's really straightforward, and it's actually really easy to. You can just press a note on the keyboard and press this keyboard sign and it'll assign the split, things like that. It's super quick. You can search a sound, so you want piano, you just search pianos. You know, it's super quick to make a patch of layers and stuff. So.
Do you have one favorite sound maybe that you use mostly in your songs?
Well, I suppose because I'm quite a Fender Rhodes player, so I love the Fender Rhodes, and they've got a really particularly good emulation of that on this one. It was always been good, even on the motif it was great, and I didn't think they could really improve it, but they brought in the sort of noise, the mechanics of the Rhodes. So, because the Rhodes is a mechanical instrument, sometimes it clunks, you know, when you let go of the key, and they put that in, so it kind of really makes you feel like you're playing the real thing. And also the way they've sampled it, I think they've just sampled, rather than the most perfect Rhodes in the world, they've sampled one that one note might ping slightly differently, and that makes it feel much more realistic, because any Fender Rhodes you ever play is not perfect across the whole keyboard, you know. So for me, that's a great touch. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the shows.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.